Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to the new year. I know I said the same opening in the last video, but I wanted to repeat it in this one to make it more official and kick in the new year more seriously because, you know, the last one was something that was filmed outside, and everyone knows that nothing that happens outside is actually serious. And everybody also knows that this vlog channel is all about serious, and I am serious, baby. I am Yahoo serious. I am Serious FM. Welcome to the World Series of Seriousness, sponsored by Honey Nut Cereals. Bam! So to summarize, today was the first day of my 6th semester at college, and long story short, fuck a 9 to 5, man. So I didn't sleep too well last night, actually. I, being the idiot that I am, I forgot to pack my pillow and my bed sheets to bring back with me to my apartment. So I spent about 2 hours just flailing on top of my mattress, which is actually kind of weird because the night before that, I slept fine. Not like a baby, but fine. So yeah, I'm a pretty high maintenance guy, so when it comes to like the discrepancies in the bedroom, yeah, I guess it affects me a lot. Other than just flailing around in bed for 2 hours, I was actually just, I don't know, when you can't sleep, you have like a pretty extensive train of thought going on. So the whole time I was just like ghost writing in my mind a blog post. Did I use that right? Ghostwriting is the act of telling out a story for somebody else to write. So if you are telling yourself the story in your mind, but you're failing to write it out, then you're failing to ghostwrite, right? With yourself, considering. Yeah. And like the whole time I was just frustrated because, you know, that kind of feeling where you refuse to accept that you won't fall asleep anytime soon, so you don't get out of bed and you just lie there and waste time and get mad at that. Like the whole time I could have just sat up and opened my laptop to just start typing the things that were in my head, but I was just stubbornly telling myself that I was gonna fall asleep any minute. But you know, it didn't happen, and a lot of ideas were shot around, and they were really good ideas, so that was a good thing. But the thing about doing that in bed is that the thing you do right after that is fall asleep, and then you have this like whole hours and hours of dreams, and those are just like take up a lot of thought themselves. If we had to compare your head to like a computer or whatever, and then you just end up forgetting all the things that you thought about when you were awake right before you fell asleep, which is a very common occurrence for me, and I don't know if it happens to other people, but that's how it goes in this head. Yeah. So I'm gonna do some a little comparing and contrasting because that's what just came across my mind today. The differences between the first day of the term for college and the first day of the term for something like high school. So I'm a pretty weird person, or I guess it's normal, but like every time you start a new term or whatever, you tend to like get into that kind of back to school mode where you like, I don't know, of course you buy like binders and notebooks and all that crap. That's not what I'm talking about though. I'm talking about like, I don't know, just like creating an image for yourself. You just automatically think it's a new start in a sense just because it's a new term. So before today's day of school, I was I don't know, back in high school, it was like a really big deal to get like a new haircut or like a new wardrobe or something. Not in the sense that like everybody noticed, but like in the sense that you did it and you noticed how it represented the look that you wanted to represent, and you hoped people would notice and compliment you and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I would think that stuff kind of ends at high school because, you know, in college there's just like too many people to have people notice anything at all. I mean, like the popularity contests of high school, they're like it's not that they're non-existent in college, it's just that the campus is too fucking big and there's just too much fucking people to care. I mean, there's still gonna be those like assholes in like independent groups, but like if you're someone who doesn't have a penchant for that kind of crap, it's so easy to avoid it. Just be a loner and you don't have to deal with useless melodrama and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought that since I'm in college now, I wouldn't even care to like I don't know, accessorize every so often and actually want people to notice, but I guess it's like an innate kind of feeling that you'll have for the extension of your lifespan. But at the same time, I saw it as a plus because I was doing these things kind of more so for my own individual expression, and I didn't really care that nobody would notice. But yeah, the actual thing that I'm talking about is just putting some pins on my backpack, like these Pokemon badges. And yeah, I thought that was cool. Hopefully some person walking behind me will be like, oh, this guy's cool, and I'll be like, ha, I can read your thoughts. Now I know that you think I'm cool. You're a first. So I went to the post office today, and it was unexpectedly crowded. Like 20 people in line. Admittedly, there was only like one person working the counter, so it was understandable. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that from like the first day of school. I mean, you wouldn't think that there'd be a bunch of like international students raring to send a letter home when they just got to the campus. So I got there, and the wait time for me was about 20 minutes, but this kind of like social stigma, I guess, that I noticed. There's like that tension in the air when there's like a really long line at some like kind of stressful environment. I mean, like a post office isn't too big of a deal. I mean, imagine a DMV, that would be even more so, a multiplier of that by like, I don't know, 100. But yeah, there's just that like general tension, like everyone's like a competitor kind of, and like some new guy walks into the building and like he doesn't understand the order of things. Like if someone goes in and he just like ignores the line to go to the front and ask for something, people will be like eyeing him and give him those weird, bad, ugly stares and stuff like that. And even if they're not even doing that, like they just want to know what the line is for, so they walk up to the front of it, people will immediately give them those glances. And that's not a thing that I was planning on getting to. But yeah, I walked in myself and I got in line, and I guess the tension there was like one of those pretty hardcore ones where there's like there were like 2 chairs next to the line, so like if you were at a particular spot, you could just sit on them instead of standing because they were like right next to the lining of the line. But no one was sitting, and like I sat, and I felt like, I don't know, I was like breaking some conduct or something, and people were just like, I don't know, looking at me with their peripheral vision and judging me. But like, I don't like that shit. What the hell? Why do things get so like stressful and rigged to that point where people are just like judging each other so easily just from like nuances like that? Man, just because you have to mail something out, you gotta hate on the people who also gotta mail things out. We should be like, I don't know, indulging in our similarities and becoming buddy, you know? But yeah, that's what happened at the post office today. But I'm happy to say that after I sat down on a chair, there was a woman behind me that did the same thing. So she had my back. That's how I made an indirect friend at the post office. Other than that, I don't know what to say. The person that I mailed the mail to, I hope you get it soon and you're happy with your package. Yeah.